Hey guys, welcome to the Liechteinstein vlog. Now, I'm not actually sure how to pronounce Liechtenstein. I think it could be Liechtenstein. Actually not sure on the pronunciation, so I do apologise. So this is actually part of the Interrailing travel vlog series that's up on my channel. So my friend and I, we basically went Interrailing and we went to Switzerland, we went to Liechtenstein, and we also went to Monaco. And there's going to be a bunch of videos up on my channel about that, so go check those out if you haven't already. There's still more to come. So we went to the capital, Vaduz, and honestly, such a beautiful place. Like, if you have the opportunity to go, I'm definitely recommend it. It's definitely worth visiting for at least a day. I'm just going to get straight into the video. I hope you guys do enjoy. We have now made it to Vaduz station, Vaduz, which is actually quite far outside of Vaduz. Pretty sure we now have to get a bus into Vaduz, which is where we're staying, which, if you didn't know, Vaduz is the capital of Liechtenstein, and Liechtenstein is its own country. The station here is very cute, very pretty. We picked up our backpacks earlier. This is so pretty, so there's like the mountains in the background. And then the smallest station ever, well actually it's not, we've seen much smaller stations on this trip, but we have arrived in Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Ignore my mental appearance. My hair is, it's hair wash night tonight. And we've just checked into the apartment that we're staying at. I'll show you it in a quick tour. It's about 8:30. I'm just gonna do the 10-minute walk to the shop because I want to pick up something for breakfast tomorrow. I desperately need to wash my hair. I need to like just make myself look and feel a bit better because it's been rough. We thought there was a washing machine at the place, but there is not, even though on the booking it said there's a washing machine, and we were hoping for that so that we could obviously wash our clothes, and there isn't one there, so we're feeling a bit screwed because we haven't bought enough clothes for the time that we're here, and I've already re-worn a skirt twice. Vaduz is so pretty so far, and the view from our apartment is insane. Other than that, our apartment is wonderful. We've got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, we've got a huge living area, we've got a kitchen. Look how pretty this is. Just look at my view right now. How stunning is this? Apparently, the crime in Liechtenstein is so low, and it's such a safe place that people, like residents who live here, don't actually lock their front door a lot of the time. Like, that's how much the people here trust each other, and therefore I feel very, very comfortable walking around. Oh, I love it already here. Beautiful. I'm genuinely knackered. Like, we've been doing 20,000 steps, plus with not sleeping too well, but we're hoping to have a bit of an earlier night tonight so we can have an earlier start tomorrow, so probably will just be the same amount of sleep really. I had my first bout of travel sickness today. I just got through it by eating a breakfast bar, holding a fan to my face, staring at the window and just being silent for about half an hour. This isn't a good example, but there's also Co-ops and Migros everywhere, which are basically the supermarkets and little shops. We've got this massive living room, like, let me step back so you can see, like, huge, no need for all this. We've got a balcony out here as well, which I can't really show you out because it's just gone 10 o'clock, so it's a little bit dark, but it's, well actually, let's have a look. It's a massive balcony, it goes around the corner as well. I kind of wish we were staying in Liechtenstein for longer. I mean, there's not too much to do here, to be honest, so there's only about 5 hotels in the entire city, but... So, come out here, and then this is the front door. Dinner and crisps, and then this is our little kitchen. Went to the shop earlier, obviously, to get some snacks. We've not eaten anything healthy this entire trip. Coffee, chocolate, I've got a banana for a bit of health. I think these might be, I don't know what they are actually. And these might be little, I don't know, I really don't know what they are. In the day, there's a view of Vaduz Castle up there, which is crazy. And then we've got the first bedroom, which also got a balcony there. Then we've got the first bathroom here. We've got my room, which is where I'm going to be staying. Another balcony out there. And then that's the living room, just showed you that. And then the second bathroom, I've just had a shower in here again. It's weird because you can open that and you basically have a view of the mountains, which is incredible. Third bedroom here, which again, massive double bed, and another balcony. So there's absolutely no need for all of this. Will we happily take it? Yes. Morning guys, first morning in Vaduz. My hair looks a bit crazy, so just ignore that. But look at the view that I've got to get ready in the morning. The location of where our Airbnb was honestly so wonderful. Look, we had such a nice view, such a good walk into town too, and honestly highly recommend it. You can't go too wrong with any of the hotels in Vaduz because it's obviously very walkable and very small and close-knit. So we started the day off by heading up to Vaduz Castle, where we actually made a friend. We met a lovely girl there who ended up spending the entire day with us. She was American.
Hi, we just met. First time in Liechtenstein.
Yeah, nice.
I'm happy to meet Katie.
And what's your name?
Sian.
Love it, love it.
Yes, excited to be here and excited to make new friends.
Oh,
cheers to that.
Cute, cute. We're all going to meet up in the future. If she's ever in the UK or ever in the States, we're absolutely meeting up. But Vaduz Castle is so beautiful. The official residence of the Prince of Liechtenstein actually still lives there, so you can't go inside to visit it. It's kind of like going to Buckingham Palace. And ended up going to this like very, very beautiful viewpoint. Honestly, you could see all of Vaduz. This was one of my favourite things that we did. I had to like walk through sort of a forest to get there, and this was actually lovely because a lot of it was shaded. We've just had some brunch at the American Bagel and Coffee Company, and now we're going to head into the sort of main town of Vaduz, do some exploring, look at different museums, and yeah, I'm really excited. It's lovely weather. It's 32 degrees, so it's absolutely roasting, hence my hair. I'm going to try and sort it out a little bit now. Having a wonderful, wonderful time. Then headed to the Liechtenstein Visitor Centre, which is actually where you can get your passport stamped if you want to, but you can get tour guides and like all the information you need about Liechtenstein here. Went to the Lands Museum, which was super interesting, but sadly a lot of it was not in English, so we didn't actually understand a lot of it, which was a bit of a nightmare. Also go to their treasure chamber as well, which was so cool. They had like Fabergé eggs in there, like loads of them. It was crazy. Like we couldn't film anything in there, and we had to go in like one by one in this like individual booth. It was low-key a bit scary and odd, but it was really, really interesting. Basically sort of said goodbye to our friend after doing the museum and the treasure chamber with her, and then had a little bit of a mooch around the town, saw the Parliament building and the government building, saw a very, very beautiful church, and then we decided to head off for some dinner. There was actually a couple of weddings going on here whilst we were here on this day, so a lot of the restaurants were actually fully booked, so we basically just went into any restaurant that we could find and had a nice veggie burger and a couple of drinks, and we ended up getting some wine too. Hey guys, so I just wanted to add a bit of context onto the end of this vlog. I'm just in the process of editing it now, and I just wanted to add a bit more information onto the end of it because there's not a huge amount to do in Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Like, it's a very, very, very small city. It's a very small country, and there's not many people who live there. It's a very small population, and I believe we kind of did the absolute most whilst we're there. There's one thing that we could have done. The Prince's wine cellar, it's like a winery, and you can have like a wine tour and you can do like a wine tasting there. We didn't do that. That was probably a little bit out, probably like a 25-minute walk outside of the city centre. That is one thing that if we were there for an extra day, of course we would have done. We probably, actually no, we definitely could have slotted it into this day if we wanted to, but we just thought that we could probably just have wine wherever we were and still get to have the full sort of Liechtenstein experience. So we didn't do that, but that is another thing that if you are going to Liechtenstein is on the list of things that come up quite regularly, and one of my friends recommended that we do it, so that's just like another additional thing. Like, if you do want to go to Vaduz, maybe check out the Prince's winery as well, because that's supposed to be a really good thing to do. The experience of us meeting a lovely girl from America and her spending the day with us, I think that really amplified the experience. It was just so fun to have like an additional new person there who we could like have like really interesting conversations with and find out about her life and about like culturally like some of the differences. Yeah, it's just like a really nice place to spend a day. Like, I would highly recommend going to Liechtenstein for a day if you have the opportunity. Like, it's definitely worth visiting. Probably wouldn't go back because there's not really a reason to go back, but at the same time, like, if the opportunity presented itself, I would happily spend more time there because it's a lovely place to go, especially in the sun. I really can't like emphasize how hot it was, guys. I was like, literally any time you were outside you were just dripping with sweat. I think it was like 32 degrees. The walk up to Vaduz Castle, it was was like a 25-minute incline, right, going upwards, and in the heat, like, it was so hot. Like, we initially met this girl that we met on our trip because we heard her walking up the hill being like, oh my god, if they're not an Uber to get up here, and immediately I was like, I know this girl's American. After dinner we ended up going back to our hotel because we had a really nice balcony, which you would have seen a bit of, and we basically tried to have some wine on our balcony, but we had a bit of a mishap with a bottle opener because we had a corkscrew, and we just couldn't get the corkscrew out for the corkscrew out of the bottle of wine for the life of us. So we basically had the smallest amount of wine that night, which is such a shame. But basically from this, from Liechtenstein, we then did the train journey to Monte Carlo in Monaco, so that will be in a following video. So we had a lovely time in Liechtenstein. I really hope you guys did enjoy the vlog, and hope you're following along for the Interrailing vlogs because there are more vlogs coming soon. So if you've ever been to Liechtenstein or if you'd like to go, just drop me a comment. See you in the next video. Bye guys.